Friday morning here in Capitan, New Mexico. I'm sure it is where you are. It shows to be 58 degrees here, which is quite warm, and the weather's warming up quite nicely here and across the U.S. probably. I was looking at some of the temperatures in Texas, and I think it was like in Victoria, Texas right now, it's 84 degrees and feels like 95. Yo. But anyway, uh, what else? Oh, today is Beer 30. Don't forget that. We'll do that at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay? And then today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow. It is right now. And right now went right on by. How easy is that? We didn't even feel it, did you? But anyway, things are changing as we speak. And for Beer 30, Fickle Man, his fickleness, will answer questions and whatever we come up with, and it'll last about 30 minutes and we'll be done and on with the weekend. So that's great. Never worry about what you cannot change and enjoy your life the best you can. Keep your health and all that stuff. So now to comments. Finally. Anyway, this gives me a reason to get out of bed, and I look forward to it. I know it's certainly not one of the most popular videos on YouTube, but it is to me, and I guess that's all that matters. Huh? Gene Adcock, remembering that in Kingsland the Casita AC sounded a different tone. The AC now, I just had to believe you that it was running. Yeah, you couldn't even hardly hear it. Amazing. Yeah, that's very good. It's so nice. Of course, you're under the shade. It's cool out there. I mean, here in Capitan or anywhere where the humidity is real low, if you're in the shade, you'll feel quite comfortable, even up to probably outside temperature of 95 degrees. If you're in the shade, you'll feel okay. I think. Anyway, Ralph P says nothing wrong with checking out your buying or not buying options, Rusty. Yeah, I got one more video scheduled out there about fickleness and stuff, and then we'll be done with that crap and move on to something else because I've got a trip planned. I got to get the oil changed in my Class C today and have them tighten that clamp on the fuel line. And we'll get that done today, and then I'm gonna the second week of or is the second week? Yeah, the second week of July, I'm going to be taking a little trip for a while, which I'm going to celebrate my birthday in Taos, New Mexico, I think. That's my plan. And why? I don't know. Got to be somewhere. Taos ain't bad. It's about 1,000 feet higher than Capitan. Uh, and yeah, it's a neat little town. And I know the area, and that Enchanted Circle Drive, Questa to Red River, Red River, Eagle Nest, Angel Fire, and that area is really pretty. And so I've got some neat drives, and then I can go over to Wild Rivers. I can go to the Rio Grande Gorge. So it's just something different to do, and I'm going to try that and see how it works out. And if I enjoy it, who knows, guys? I'm just going to take life one day at a time. I have a tentative plan of the framework of a plan, and we're just going to kind of move that direction. What I found out yesterday watching, oh, I'll talk about that in the video. Never mind. Let's go, Rusty. Get some comments done here. Falcon Eddie says, stick to your current setup. I probably am. If you do purchase a new car, stick to these Toyota, Honda, Subaru. Probably. Thank you. Seguin Natur, I guess. And now the reality, yeah. Something ain't right when big kids playing ball games and ice hockey. The Hollywood BS, da 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 da, millions a year, da da da, men and women shoving all day. Yeah, it's the way it is, man. Just, get on, get off, or get out of the way. Things are what they are, Uh, anyway, thank you for your comment. Der Trixa, Prost to you, Der Trixa on the North Sea of Germany. Cool over there, huh? Still cool. Connie Van Travels, I think price inflation is eliminating many options for us. What might have worked 5 years ago now is not feasible. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's amazing how quickly they moved us from $20,000 basic cars to $30,000 basic cars, and we never even felt the pain. In the grocery store, I mean, I buy my own groceries, and I know that things have gone up in the grocery store too. Eggs have come back down. I don't buy many eggs anyway, but I usually try to buy farm fresh eggs. HWMO Liberty, maybe copy Levi and plant some fruit trees. Da 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 da. No, I'm going to do me, and Levi's going to do Levi. It says you need to sing. You seem to need the constant project. I just do me, Liberty, and you do you, and we're doing fine. Bobber Guy 1, new and inexpensive RV are two words that do not belong in the same sentence. No, I hear you. Sometimes change for the sake of change is not the best move. No, I agree with that. Doesn't mean I haven't done it and will do it. It just means that's probably true. Stephen Clint Airy, great video on Levi. Levi. That was an old one. That was when he had the bed and breakfast. Jeffrey Blanton, the Tesla Model 3 SR might be option because Tesla has a ton of charging stations and it's a lot faster to charge. You might even qualify for the $7,500 tax credit. No, that's true, but I'm not going to buy Tesla. I think they're overpriced for what you get, and that's just my opinion. I know they've been sold to millions of people around the world, and they're real popular right now. But I've looked at them, and I've driven them, and compared to my Chevy Bolt, I think it's now I'm not talking about the high end models. I'm talking about their basic models. Compared to the Chevy Bolt, I think the Chevy Bolt is a better product. That's just my thinking. And moving along, Dorian Christie, just my opinion, but your current diamond is pretty fine, amigo. Maybe hard to beat. Be happy. No, I agree with you. Sometimes you have to look at what you've got. But I may do a video about this, about lifestyles and different things, and how we always think the other person has a good hand. But he says it's okay to crave adventures. This trip to Roswell is one of those adventures. Still lots more to go see. Still dream and have adventures. Yeah, and I plan on my home base. Yeah, he says you did a great job with your home base. Yeah, this place here in Capitan is a 10 for me. It fits everything I want. I can walk everywhere. I got the cover, and being under the cover, reading a book outside or just watching the trees is pretty damn nice. Yeah, thank you very much for your comment, Dorian Christie. Just looking 3, okay? Says, funny enough, I watched a video you made on the Tab, I guess. Not cheap, but you're too tall. I am buying a 2019 Boondock Edge next week. I had a Tab and traded it for a Class C. We did not get along, so like Cher sings, if I could turn back time, I'm getting another Tab. You're 6 months older than I am. We can do whatever we want, right? Yeah, you can do that anytime. You can do that when you're 15. You may end up in trouble, but you can do it. Jack G. West says, I think you'll find better deals and inventories back in South Texas or perhaps El Paso. Yeah, El Paso's got some super deals at their dealerships for sure. But again, I think right now we're Class C and towing the Bolt. Gary Mayo, change is good. Try beer 15. Never heard of it. If that doesn't work, try beer 45. Oh, you mean like beer 30, beer 15? Yeah, I got you. Third option is Boilermakers till lights out. You will wake up and will have forgotten everything that troubled you. Yeah, I know a guy that used to drink those Boilermakers. He'd take a shot of Jack Daniels and then drink beer. Clint Price, it's roughly 20 degrees cooler in the shade. That diamond is so shiny it's almost blinding. Great decision on the cover, Rusty. Yeah, thank you, Clint. No, I agree. That worked out. That's one of my better decisions. Poodle Professor, Jennifer. Good morning, Jennifer. Check her channel out on YouTube. Poodle Professor, yeah. Nice. Probably right about the gravel and the height, keeping the noise down. Yeah, it's amazing, man. I really, if you ever, have you a home base, get you a cover and get one from Eagle Carports. So far, this has worked out great for me. Dawson Holland, good to make another drive-through video of Kingsland when you go back. Oh, got to make another drive-through of Kingsland when you go back. I moved back there in a couple of months. I haven't been to Kingsland in a long time. I still bank there, but I haven't been there there's no reason for me to go there, Geez, thank you. Left some beer or something there. Ramona Rain's got 2 here. Too pretty to yawn or to sleep. That's the full-time RVing deal. beautiful. I could go up and live in those trees with the animal. Looks peaceful. Yeah, it looks peaceful, but when you get out there, everything's trying to kill you. You know what I mean? You know, they're hungry. So yes, he says, oh, she says, if I sold my home now and bought a motorhome like you have, it would take all the money from the sale of my home and nothing left for gas and motors. No, you got, be careful. Don't jump off and do something that's not going to fit in your budget. You know what I mean? And so you do you, but be careful. Julie Muley, geez, Rusty, just take a vacation. I am coming up soon. Coming up in about. I'm going to leave here on when is it, 10th or 11th in there sometime of July, after July 4th. Says just take a vacation. You're in a good place and can't appreciate it. Go somewhere else for a week, a complete change from your normal and something totally different. Of course, take us with you. I'm sure if you'd ask the Rangers, you'd get some good ideas. No, I've got one. I've already got reservations. Thank you. Thank you, Julie Muley. D. Anderson. World Economic Forum has created this issue of no cars on the lot. Well, I don't care who created it. It's there. It's like people look at a tree and and they study the fruits and all that stuff. It's just there. A tree's just there. Arch Lenny. That's a nice setup you have, Rusty. Life is good when you can find joy in simple things. Yeah, it is. I think so too. I think that's a sign of contentment. You know what I mean? Yeah, when you can watch trees and birds and stuff, you've either flipped out or you're okay. It's one edge or the other. Al Fur, thumbs up, says nice. Sean Martin, don't give up, Rusty. I'm not planning on giving up. Keep moving forward, and besides, don't cost anything to look. No, you're right. It doesn't cost anything to look. Felix, why do so many cars have black interiors? Because it's the cheapest. They just roll out the whole. They just buy that way. You don't have to change fabric on the seats. It's just one seat, one fabric. Boom, away you go. It just speeds up the assembly and cuts costs by a few pennies. WTBM 123, cool. Yeah, thank you. Sheridan Gay says, at least you had a nice day trip to Roswell, New Mexico from Capitan. You executed a plan that was so good, but you didn't find what you wanted. However, something may change for you soon. Enjoy life and keep having fun in what you already have. No, I agree. Play the hand you've been dealt. And but I have to say this, and if I can, when I ask myself the question, is there anybody on this planet that I would like to trade places with? The answer is no. I'm fine, thank you. You know what I mean? So I'm contented in a lot of ways. Done on, shot holes in another idea. Darn it, almost did not see that coming. Yeah, well, it doesn't take me long. Here's a joke about old cowboy. He went in what do you call them? Where they made horseshoes years ago. Farrier, is that what they? No, that's the guy that trims the hooves. Blacksmith. He went to a blacksmith shop, and before he came in the door, the blacksmith had just finished heating a horseshoe over a red hot coals to get it red hot so he could bend it to the right shape for the horse he was working with. So anyway, he had the tongs holding the horseshoe, and he took the horseshoe and just pitched it on the ground to let it cool off after he got it bent. So it had just hit the ground, and this cowboy walks in, sees the horseshoe, reaches down and picks it up and goes, God darn. And the blacksmith looks at it and says, what's the matter, cowboy? Burn your hand? Cowboy said, no, it just doesn't take me long to look at a horseshoe. Not bad, huh? Quick thinking, huh? Anyway, HP Shifter says that's a great setup. And Alice Smith and Alice's Restaurant. Hi from the City of Champions. I enjoyed the drive back to Roswell, anticipating a visit to Capitan soon and getting out of this blasted heat. Next week's forecast, we will hit 105 here in Artesia. Roswell will be 106. The aliens will become crispy critters. Yeah, no kidding. Roswell is full of aliens. Yeah, no, but it's going to be a little warmer here too. We'll be in the low 90s, but that's not 106. No, that's about as hot as it gets. Like 92 is a top drawer here. We'll do 4 more, and we'll shut her down this morning because I got to take my RV to get the oil changed. Got to be there in a little bit. Liberty Cave WS7PB. Oh, listen to this. This is on the Tiny Home Depot. That is not particle board. It is OSB. Well, I'll be dadgummed. I didn't know that. They've only told me that about 1,000 times. Dennis M. Couldn't hear the AC. Amazing. I like your Chevy Bolt. Cheers. Thank you, Dennis M. Dale Schmidt. Car lots empty here in South Louisiana. Same way here, babe. And, if you're a salesman on straight commission and you don't have any products, makes it a little tough, doesn't it? Dennis M. I miss Capitan and wish I was headed back. Well, it's a good place to be for me. I'm glad I've got a home base here. And then, of course, in the winter, Texas works out fine. When will I be going back to Texas? I don't know. When they run me out of here, I guess. Kelly Boy, I love that C-Class, Rusty. And to quote Murphy's Diesel, you haven't scratched a corner on that bad Larry. It could sit for a year and still be reliable after you check for rodent damage. Yeah, you're right. I've only got 15,000 miles on it. I mean, it's good for 200 or 300,000 miles. No, you're right. Richard Ross, it's your fickle, and you can fick with it all you want. You got it, Rich. See, Richard understands fickleness. Thank you, Richard. Last one here, the door. Keep shopping, Rusty. I usually buy new, used. For example, my car was 1 year old with only 5,000 miles on it. I paid 30% less than a new model of the same car. Yeah, and that's true. You can get some deals, man. But anyway, here's one. I'll do this one right. Joe King says, look like you could use a nice little barbecue grill under that cover, kicking back, having a beer, and grilling some burger steak. I don't do that, man. It's just for one person. I just use my Instant Pot. The other day I baked a whole chicken with some stuff in there with the chicken. And hell, that'll last me nearly 2 weeks right there, because I just use that. I just prepare that for like lunch. That's lunches. And then the evening meals are usually something simple. I found out how to make pizza myself here, and it's really pretty easy. I got some sourdough bread. It's a round loaf. Like this. Round is like this, okay? And it's about like this shape. You know what I mean? And you just cut a slice out of it. Just not a thick slice because I don't like a lot of bread, but about like this, and then put it in your toaster to get it good and warm. You know what I mean? And then put your pizza sauce on there. And now you can just do pizza sauce and cheese. And I got some mozzarella cheese, and but also got some black olives, and it seemed like I had one other thing, but I can't remember. But anyway, I did put black olives, a few, and just be generous with the mozzarella. No, not too generous, but you know what I mean. It's just going to be a cheese pizza. So what you do, you put it in the oven, melt the cheese, voila. It's good pizza. It's good stuff. Because that's all pizza. Whenever you get a pizza in Italy, I've never been to Italy and got one, but I've watched them serve them on YouTube. What they do, when they bring it out of the oven, it's round, okay, and they fold it in half and then fold it again and hand it to you. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough on that. So that's about the deal. So anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico on Friday morning, beer 30 this evening. This is Rusty 78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye bye. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Bye bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you choose to. Drink plenty of water. Stretch, walk. Just a minute. Give you a goat kiss. Good old stinking one-eared goat. Stinks. But anyway, yeah. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout. Kidney stones also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much as in snack. Then take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes. Do it several times a day. You'll never regret it. And then what else? Stretch. Stretch your fingers too. Stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice a day, every single day. Why? Because it doesn't cost you a penny. It doesn't cost you a penny. No, you'll feel better immediately. There you go. And you may live healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. This is your head, your brain, your frontal lobes, your consciousness. All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought, dream, memory you've ever had. So give your neurons something positive to work with. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. At ease, carry on, adios, bye-bye. Hasta luego, vaya con Dios, aloha. Until beer 30. No, there's another one. I got one scheduled for lunchtime. It's kind of a rehash, I guess. Maybe. I don't know what it is. But anyway, then beer 30. And then if you want to ask me some questions at beer 30 about fickleness or whatever, bring it on. Worst thing that happened, I don't do it. I don't answer it, or I just stop the video and go to sleep. Anyway, adios, amigos. Bye bye.